Welcome to this video lecture on some of the basic control tools of Visual Basic. I am Smita Suresh Daniel, Assistant Professor from St. Thomas College, Bhilai. This video lecture is for MSc CS second semester, Paper 3 and Unit 2. In this lecture, we will be learning about how to use controls like forms, text boxes, combo boxes, list boxes, etc. in our Visual Basic application. Visual Basic control tools are of many kinds, which helps us to create user interfaces. Functionalities of all these controls are defined in the respective control classes. These control classes are defined in the system windows .forms. The following table lists some of the commonly used controls like forms, labels, combo boxes, text boxes, command button, list button, and check boxes. Here we can see a toolbox which comes as soon as we open the applications, where we can get all kinds of tools which we will be control tools which we can use from here into our forms, etc. Let's learn more about forms. In order to create a form, we need to open the application and create a file, new project, Visual Forms application will be open. This is the form which has been opened, and on the right hand side we can see some of the application file associated with it, and also the property windows which will help us to change all the properties of the forms. Next is the Visual Basic form as a container for all the controls that we make up for the user interface. This is the form, and it will contain all the other controls which we will be using. Every form has a title bar and a close button, maximize and minimize button, which will help us to control it at any moment. It has a title bar also. As we have learned earlier in our earlier lecture about the form properties, form methods, and events. Properties, methods, and events. These are the three things by which we can control any of the controls. First is the form properties. On the right hand side, we can get the form from properties table, from where we can see a list of different properties like changing back color, border style, cancel button, auto scroll, etc. All these different properties help us to change the structure of the form. Even we can change the border style and the way a form looks like. There are a number of properties as we scroll down the property window of the form. Second is the form methods. That is again another important thing for a control like a form. This has commonly used methods of the form class like show, hide, focus, activate, etc. All this will help. These are methods which helps the form to do certain tasks. Another important thing is the event. Event is again a table which lists down important events related to a form like loading a form, clicking and closing a form, etc. we can control the events of the form. Next is another control is the text box. In a form, if we want to accept some input from the user, we need a space to accept it, and that is known as the text box. It can handle strings and numeric data, etc. inputted by the user. We can see a form over here. This is a form inside which this is the text box. These are 3 text boxes which we have taken inserted from the tool box, and this is the place where we can input data. To write a simple procedure using a command control, click method, click events, to add the values in the text box 1 and text box 2. This is text box 1 and this is text box 2, and we want to find the sum in the text box 3 here. So we can write as val text1.txt plus val text2.txt. Val converts the text into numbers, and these 2 numbers are added and put into sum. So we will get the sum as label1.caption is equal to sum. It is in the label control that we can see the sum. This is a label where we can see the sum of text1 and text2. Next one is label control. Label is a very useful control for Visual Basic, as it is not only used to provide instructions and guides to the user, it can also be used to display outputs. This is a label. This is a label. These are labels. They do not accept any value from the input as an input, but it has to be inputted as caption, label.caption. When we create a label box, we have to give the caption to it such that it can be shown on the form. Next is the command button. As we have seen in our earlier program, there is a command button. It is one of the most important controls used to execute commands. Command is a control where we can use a click method. When we click on it, some statements will be executed and the program ends. The most common event associated with the command button is the click event, and the syntax for the procedure is shown here. Next is the combo box. Combo box is a very important control. The function of the combo box is also to present a list of items from where we can select. Like this is a combo box and we can put a number of items here, and out of this one of them will be accessed by the combo box. For example, we have created a combo box here just like a text box but with various options. Add item is a method which will help to access the value of item 1, item 2, item 3 and item 4. These are the various options available on which one can select one of it for the combo box. Another is checkbox. Checkbox control lets the user select on or unselect an option. You can see a checkbox here. We can select or unselect it depending upon the value of the checkbox. Suppose this is check 1 dot value is equal to 1, means it is checked. If check 1 dot value is equal to 0, it is unmarked. So this can be a small example which we can create to understand the use of checkbox. Thank you.